Hey guys, hi, welcome back once again. And this time I wish to begin the topic by addressing the topic itself, which is a probable chance encounter with meeting my Shiva or my PK. This incident happened a few days back when I had gone to the bank, to the ATM to withdraw some money. And when I came back after withdrawing the money towards my bike, I saw this beggar standing in front of me. And this beggar happened to ask me for 20 rupees. Now, at that point in time, I was carrying some guavas and I offered him a piece of one guava and I said, Baba, you have this. And he declined it politely and yet insisted once again on having 20 rupees. Now, I was curious and I asked him, Baba, I'm giving you food without asking for anything in return. Why do you want 20 rupees? And he tells me that he wishes to buy a cigarette for himself. And I was shocked. I was even irritated. I was even angered because the brain chatter went something like this. My brain went into a chatter which was, I'm giving this man food without asking for anything in return, and yet he wants my 20 rupees that he wishes to smoke away and blow away. And if he wishes to do that, he might as well use his money rather than my money. And that was the brain chatter that went, and I told him no. Now, when I was coming back home, and as I came back home, I was still a little irritated, I was still a little agitated, I was still a little angered, and yet I was smiling in keeping with his blatant honesty. And when I realized that I was smiling, there was this another thought that came into my head, which was, what if you just had a chance encounter with PK or with Shiva? And what if they were trying to teach you about certain of your own mechanisms? And when I sat with that thought, there was another thought that came up. What if this person had told me, this fellow would have told me that, somebody in my family has been hungry for very long, or somebody in my family is sick, or I have not eaten food for a couple of days and I want 20 rupees so that I can eat food. Probably, in all probability, I would have given him 20 rupees so that he could fill his tummy. But I could not digest his honesty. And at the same time, I also realized that what if I had given him 20 rupees and he would have just smiled and returned back those 20 rupees, telling me that I just wanted to see whether your thoughts are your own thoughts or whether they are conditioned, imprinted programs, embedded programs on you that have been passed on you for years together. And I just wanted you to understand whether you're living in a cut, copy, paste mechanism or are your thoughts your own thoughts? And what if he would have given me the money back saying, I don't need your 20 rupees. You can keep it back. I wanted you to understand what you have understood. What if that had been the conversation? But yeah, the conversation did not go like that with that fellow. But somewhere when I came back, this was the thing that I realized, that most of our thoughts are not our own thoughts. Most of our own thoughts which we call our own thoughts, are embedded, imprinted programs that have been imprinted upon us through years of training. Like how we leash our pet, our programs have leashed us from here. They're not leashing us from here, but we have been tied from here. And what if we sit with our own stuff to understand our own stuff and understand our own selves better? so that we connect with our own selves better, so that we understand somebody else better, so that we connect with somebody else in a better way. But unless we are willing to sit with our own selves and understand our own programs, we'll never be able to sit with somebody else, we'll never be able to connect with somebody else. Because unfortunately, most of us are leashed from here, and most of our thoughts are conditioned programs that are just cut, copy, paste mechanisms. So let's try and understand ourselves better. Let's try and understand our own thought processes, our own emotions, our own feelings better, so that we understand somebody else in a better way, so that we connect not only with ourselves but somebody else in a much better way. Let's try and do that. Let's stay connected. And I will see you once again next week. Till then, have a great week.